Hello and welcome to World Traveler Cooking, where we cover interesting foods and interesting cuisines from around the world. As this channel continues to grow and as we've been able to get at least partially monetized on YouTube, thank you to everyone who has helped out. I've decided to do a series on hot and sour soups from China and the Chinese diaspora. So I have 3 of these. We'll cover one a month. The first one here is the Beijing style northern hot and sour soup. Next month we'll do a Szechuan style southern hot and sour soup. And finally we'll round it out with an American, Chinese American hot and sour soup. So we'll do all 3 and you'll be welcome to take your pick. Now, this has a lot of ingredients and there's going to be a lot of preparation here. And I'm realizing I didn't bring the eggs or the starch out. So I also have eggs, I also have starch. But our ingredients will include carrots, yes. Tomatoes, yes. I'm not quite sure how much of these I'm going to use. I'm thinking maybe 2 of these carrots, maybe both these carrots, maybe all of these tomatoes. Probably at least 6 of these scallions or green onions. We will have shallots. I'm probably going to use a handful of these, probably the equivalent of 2 or 3 European shallots. We'll use wood ear mushroom. I have fresh ones today, but you could take dry ones and soak them first. Enoki mushrooms. Don't ask me what that's doing there. That's not part of it. Ham. I got some sliced ham. I'll be julienning this. Silken tofu. White pepper. And black vinegar. So those are the ingredients plus the eggs and the starch water. So let's go ahead and get started. I have a lot of prep work to do. The tomatoes get finely diced, the carrots and most of the other things get finely julienned. So I'll be back after I've done that. It's probably going to be half an hour of chopping. So I've added some oil to my pot, and next I have my diced tomatoes, and I've julienned the carrots and these didn't get so effectively julienne, but I tried to julienne the scallions. I also kind of cut up the shallots a bit. This will go in, and we will saute these until they're nice and soft. Oil is hot, so in goes these first rounds of veggies, and we'll cook these for a few minutes until they're nice and soft. So I have julienned my wood ear mushroom here and separated out my enokis and added my tofu. This is going to go straight in. And I decided to add even more mushrooms because they're always really good. So we're going to go ahead and stir this up just a little bit, and then I'm going to add a bunch of water. In goes water. And at this point, I'm adding ham also. And this should also be julienne much finer than it is, but I finally got lazy because this is a heck of a lot of prep. So we're going to let this come to a boil, and then we will season it with soy sauce, equal parts of soy sauce, black vinegar, and white pepper. Might need a little more water, I think, also. Now, for this much soup, I'm using about 3 tablespoons or so of cornstarch and water. And as this starts to simmer, I am going to add this in, and we'll go from there. So basically, I'm just going to stir this in. And then this will start to thicken it up as it heats up and starts to boil. And then we can start to season this. And finally, once it's seasoned, we'll add our eggs. So it's thickening, but not enough, so I'm going to add some more starch water. This is all the rest of the cornstarch that I have. If this doesn't work, I'll have to fall back to flour, which will work. It's just not quite as traditional as I would like. This is starting to look a little better. And you have to add the starch and thicken it up before you add the vinegar, or else it will not thicken properly. So, first I'm going to add some of this powdered chicken broth. And stir that in. I don't want to add enough that it's particularly salty, but I want to add enough that it gives it a bit more body. And then we will start seasoning this. Yeah, that's good. So, approximately equal quantities soy sauce, black vinegar, and white pepper. And stir this in. That's nice and thick now. It's not quite as clear as it should be because I did have to use flour because I ran out of cornstarch, but this is looking good. Then I'm going to taste and repeat until I get where I want to go. And now for the taste test. That's perfect right there. I mean, the ingredients were not what I expected. They're not what I've used in other hot and sour soups. But they come together really, really nicely. Yeah, this is good stuff right here. Now, if you like this content, you'd like to see more of it, please like, share, and subscribe. If you have anything to say about this video, love to hear from you in the comments. Recipes in the description on YouTube and Patreon. So, bon appetit, and see you next week. Well, it's still hot though.